In this screencast, I will show you how you can use Premiere Pro from Adobe in order to convert an image sequence to a movie file. So you need to start by importing your footage, and this you can do by selecting File, Import. So next you need to navigate to the location where your images are. So I'm going to indicate the first image, and you can then select image sequence to import it as a kind of a movie, because otherwise you will have separate files and you will have to add them manually to the to a sequence, which would be quite tedious. So select the first one, check image sequence and click import. Now it's inside our project folder, and the easiest way to make a sequence out of this is by right clicking, and this is going to not be visible. I'm going to change this. Okay, like this. No, still a little bit. Okay, right clicking, and you can select new sequence from clip. So if you do this, Premiere will automatically make a new sequence with the correct dimensions based on the image sequence. So as you can see, we now have it here. And you can scrub to see the result. Let's say that we want to adjust it a little bit, because at the left you can see the edge, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale it up a little bit. So I'm going to scale it up to 110%, and there's still a little bit showing, so I'm going to shift it over to the left by changing the position value. Now we're not animating this, we're just going to do this a single adjustment in order to position the complete clip in a way that we want. So if I now scrub, you can see that the bicycle enters and exits the screen, and we don't see the edge of my setting. So now everything is ready to convert this to a movie, and this we can do by selecting File, Export Media. Now we can change the settings, so we can define where we want to save the movie, change the name. Okay, and let's see, with the video settings we have the encoding, which is okay by default, and then of course we need to change the frame rate. I'm going to use 12 frames per second. The other settings you normally could leave as they are. You could choose progressive for field order, because we're not interlacing, we're not creating content for television. I think that the other things you can just leave as they are. You can also have a look here by scrubbing, and you can change the in and out points for your footage. So if you have a few frames you don't want to use, you can skip them by changing the in or the out point. So now everything is set to export. You can queue it if you have multiple sequences, but you can click export if you want to export this one right away. You get an indication of the progress. Okay. So if we now navigate to the location where we wanted to save our movie, we can have a look at it. I saved it somewhere else. Here it is. And as you can see, it's cropped and exported to a movie. So in case you want to manipulate your image sequence, you can use Adobe Premiere Pro to get the job done.